Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to walk you through an essential DevOps setup script I created, a one-stop solution for provisioning your Linux machine with all the must-have tools for DevOps and cloud engineering. So this script will save you a lot of time, so stick around and then I will show you. So let me show you my GitHub account. So this is this is the project here. So it's a DevOps setup, okay, and pretty much is a DevOps environment setup script, okay. And this script pretty much automates, the setup of a full DevOps, development environment, and it's gonna be on the fresh Ubuntu Linux system. And pretty much what it's gonna do is gonna install Python, Docker Compose, Ansible, AWS CLI, Terraform, kubectl, Elm, Minikubes, OMyZ, and SSH key. Okay, so this is the project here. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you real quick how we can do that. Okay, so let's clone this repository. Okay, let's clone this repository. So I have a fresh Ubuntu here. Is an Ubuntu server. So the reason why I'm using SSH, as you guys know, I mean it's not really easy to work on servers because of how hard it is when it comes to copy and paste, right, on your server. So actually, let me just show you the server. So this is the server here. Okay. Uh, so git clone. Actually, we need to make sure we have. Okay. All right. Good. So we have it. So let's just cd into it. Okay. ls let's cd devops. Okay, good. So this is what we're gonna be working on. Okay, let me just show you real quick what it is. So cat up setup. All right, so this is the script. Okay, so let me just go through the script real quick with you so you know what we are working with. So it is a bash script. Okay, so DevOps full setup script. So failed services. So with this script, right? So in case there's an error, while installing all the services. So instead of it just coming out, exiting from the script, okay, so it's just gonna record, the log errors and list it at the bottom, okay. So because I had a different script before, but I mean each time I run it, so once it gets into an error, it we just exit from the script, and that was on something that I wanted. So, all right, so this one we just record, like I said, so the log errors, and then it's gonna echo whatever error it is. So and then just say okay, install failed, and it's gonna list the failed services. Okay. All right. So on this script, let's start. So we are starting with updating the system. Okay, and then we are installing the base packages. Base utilities such as curl, Wget, gib, all the good stuff. Okay, so and we are installing Python 3 and pipe. Okay, so you can also add a virtual environment, that's a VEnv. Okay, but I just have this right here for now. And then we are installing Docker. Okay, so this is what you do. So you're installing Docker Compose as well. Okay, and we're also installing Ansible. Okay, for your automation. Very important for for automation, writing playbooks. And we have AWS CLI. We're gonna be working a lot with AWS, so very important to have that. Okay, and then Terraform. This we also install Terraform for provisioning. Our AWS services, and also Azure and other platforms. Okay, so we are going to install kubectl. Kubectl for our Kubernetes, and then we're gonna install also Helm. Okay, also for Kubernetes. So we're gonna also install Minikube. Okay, so Minikube is more like just for local testing, right? So Minikube will just give you another experience of just how Kubernetes can look like in a local setting, and just be mindful that Minikube is more like one node, right? So you don't have a lot with it. So, but you can also use Kind, okay? So you can use Kind, but we have Minikube here, okay? So this is gonna install all my Z. Okay, so this is my favorite shell, okay? I love this shell because of the plugins it has. Okay, it has very nice plugins, and it helps you really. You will see what it is. If you want to know more about All My Z, let me know. I can do a separate video just talking about it because it is my favorite shell. All right, so and we are generating SSH key. Okay, so using ED 25519. Okay, so this is more secure. So this is what we are using. All right, so after all those dependencies, I mean all those services that we are installing, so just a summary. Okay, it's gonna echo DevOps setup complete, right? And like I said at the end, so if there's any failed service, right? So it's gonna now echo following service failed to install, and it's gonna list all the services that was not installed. Okay, and else is just gonna say, yeah, all services installed successfully. Okay, and then also note, so this is for Docker, right? So because for Docker to take effect, right, so you might need to for Docker users, so for Docker group access to apply, right, so you might need to log out and log in, or just run this. Okay, for the user to apply. Okay, so this is pretty much what we have on this script. Okay, now, okay, so now the next thing we need to do as per is to give it I mean the permission that is needed, so the execution permission. So you just do mode execution, and we do this. Okay, and then now we're gonna run it. Just to run it, you just do this. All right, so now it's gonna install everything in our fresh Ubuntu server. So this might take a little minute. It's gonna take a little while. So we'll come back once it's done. Okay. All right. As you can see, all services installed successfully. Okay. So that's what we want to see here. Okay. All right.